I did not prep a show sheet for the show. In fact, I didn't even think of an idea to talk about in this show. I decided I would turn my phone on, click play, and see what came to me, basically. So I don't have anything prepared, but I can just talk about, I guess, what my day was today, what my day will be tomorrow, kind of like I do in a lot of my episodes. Today specifically, I did next to nothing. The only thing that was different today than some other days is that I went on a long walk with my dog. I'm exaggerating a little bit with long. Took about maybe a 30-minute walk, which is a lot for my dog for sure. I probably should have brought water so that he could drink halfway rather than just letting him drink once he got home. We didn't go far. It was just down my street kind of thing. And the only other thing that happened today was I made garlic bread, which is super duper easy. If you ever want to make yourself some garlic bread, just grab bread. Ideally, I would say a semolina, like a baguette kind of thing. But you could technically use any bread. We've used hot dog rolls in my house before. It's kind of tastes similar. It's garlic and bread. And then to actually make it garlic bread, you just take butter and minced garlic is what I used. So if you're using that kind of version of things, you can use minced garlic or you can use like a clove of garlic or whatever garlic you have around. I would say garlic. I would not say garlic powder. I would use actual garlic, but basically using butter and garlic, you use if I had to guesstimate, probably something like a 1-to-5 ratio garlic to butter, meaning if you use 5 tablespoons of butter, maybe a tablespoon of garlic, something along those lines. It might be, maybe add more butter. Kind of depends on how garlicky you like your bread. When you put the way I usually do it, is I mix just the minced garlic and cold butter together, and not cold, but soft that you can maneuver it, but not melted. That's definitely another way you could do it. Is you could just melt the butter and the garlic together and then kind of paint it on your bread. That works especially well if you toast the bread first. But if you want to toast the garlic butter into the bread, which is how I kind of like to do it, I take the cold. I keep my butter cold, in the fridge. I know not everyone does, but I also use a very soft type of butter, not like a stick of butter. So it's still easy to maneuver when I'm doing things like mixing it with garlic. You basically take that and spread it evenly, and I wouldn't say thick on the bread, but definitely like a very definitive layer of butter onto the bread, because it's going to soak into the bread. Basically just cover the whole thing in one thin layer, but thick enough that you're absolutely covering it. You don't want to see bread poking through really. But even when you do that, it probably won't be super garlicky if you do it that way. So what my family usually does is we take a tiny bit of whatever butter and garlic's left, which usually isn't a ton. I'm pretty accurate with things, but you take a little bit of garlic and butter that's left and melt it down and use it as a dip almost. And that's how we usually do our garlic bread, but that's based on next to nothing. I just kind of decided one day to grab garlic and butter out of my fridge, mix it together, and put it on bread, and that's how I made garlic bread. There's probably better recipes out there for fixing some of the issues you might have with your garlic bread, but yeah, I guess this is the garlic bread episode, and that's what the title will end up being. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.